Hey folks, and welcome to my playthrough of Shattered, Tale of the Forgotten King. If you don't know what this game is a Souls-like. I believe it started on Kickstart in 2015 or 2016, something around that. Ever since then it released on Early Access and on Steam. I believe that was in 2016. I've had the game for a couple of years now. I never got too far into it. The developers were fairly transparent throughout the development process, and I figured it would be one of the few early access games that actually make it to release. Full disclaimer, I did start the game before this just to test things out. And this is how the game begins. I'm guessing we're floating in space somewhere. The beginning kind of confused me. I didn't really know what to do, but you're supposed to just keep moving forwards. Oh, actually, they changed that into a cutscene now, so you don't even need to do that anymore. Who wakes in the darkness? Is it you? Can you recall my voice? Not really. You're not talking. Yeah, going back to the game and, why I was interested in it. There is a huge emphasis on the art style. And ever since I saw it, I just got really interested in it. It is by Redlock Studio. I believe this is their first game. It is a studio based in France. And I did notice that French studios often have a lot more emphasis on the art style and whatnot. So this is our main character. I absolutely love the design, by the way. I believe we're called Wonder. This is Yuck. Who wakes in the darkness? Is it you? Can you recall my voice? Or maybe, no. No, indeed. My apologies, stranger. I thought you were someone else. Do you have a name? Thoughts are muddied. I can barely hear anything. Give your thoughts structure. Then I will understand. Yeah, I think this way is closed. Yeah. I'm assuming that's where the cutscene starts off. You kind of get pushed into the crack. But yeah, to go back, this is a Souls-like game with more emphasis on movement. So there's jump, there's double jump, as well as a dash, and you can obviously mix and match them together. Press X to interact. We collected a Wanderer's Mask, a Memorial Shard. Press Select for the inventory. Wanderer's Mask. The mute Wanderer, touched within his soul once again, closes his eyes. His mind is pulled from his body and disappears as a wave along the water. Fade to black. This mask stares at you with round eyes. Can be exchanged for what, I wonder? Memorial Shard, a strange piece of translucent rock looted on a dark wanderer's corpse. Whispers seem to escape from it. Kuta may know how to use it. Who the hell is Kuta? Interesting. This person looks like us, but they're dead. We're not. Oh, I just noticed Yak is actually on our shoulder. He's adorable. Double jump. Dash, and we get our weapon. Catharsis, Limbo Blade. No available data without administrator permission. Is that what it's supposed to say? This strange sword is made of the purest hardenite and undoubtedly has her own consciousness. Okay. So I guess I don't need to equip it. Limbo well. Activate the well to save your position and restart from it when you die. So this is the equivalent of a bonfire. And we get 4 masks coming out of it. Life fragment. Is that a potion? A molecular distillation of potential being that looks like a piece of hardenite that has seen its density and texture modified. It seems to be the result of a long attempt at researching the regenerative abilities of such matter. The Astir use this to restore vitality when they can't get any sleep or appropriate treatment. Instabilities detected. Casual disruptions possible. So yeah, it seems like it's a potion. I wonder if you can equip it. Set in quick access. Okay. Assuming the right on the keypad would use it. And that's another one. RB for a quick attack. RT for a heavy attack. And if you hold the RT, this is, I'm assuming, a charged attack. You run by pressing the left analog stick. And you roll with the B button. So we're off to a good start. We collected a barrel out of it. And you target with the right analog stick. Very standard to Souls-like controls. Semi-precious ore used as a component in a lot of S-tier engineering processes. Will probably be useful in the Crucible. What is the Crucible? They love throwing a lot around these words. Open the quick access with the down button. Select a slot, then a consumable like potion to use them with in-game. Okay. So this is similar to what we did, except that we did it in the menu. We can go here, we can go there. Can we actually go there? Oh yeah, we can. Quick heads up, I probably not going to include everything. But the beginning seems to be heavy on information. And I missed the stab tutorial, which I'm assuming is similar to the backstab. Residual essence, energy level below the critical threshold, data impossible to restore. Fragment of a stray soul. What is with the data part? Are we in like inside a computer? And there's an air attack. And combat is really floaty. Do we die if we... I don't know. Combat is super floaty. And movement as well. Maybe we'll get used to it. Heavy attack. And if you press it, it's a charge attack just like we guessed. Guessing I missed the backstab there as well. So on the top left corner, there's the health bar in red. There's the stamina bar, and there is blue bar. I'm assuming that's magic, but we haven't unlocked any skills or magic yet. This is a bonfire, very close to the previous one. I'm really interested what happens if I touch these things. Oh, I actually get damaged. Okay. And we reactivate it to get our HP back. Memento. Okay. And we got 240 souls, or whatever they're called. So, in this game there are sections like this where it kinda becomes more of a 2D. So right now I can't control the camera. And it changes into 2.5D, I guess. That's what they call it. We can go here, we can go there. Let's see if we can... Because I saw an item over here, so I'll pick it up. It's interesting that there's actually depth in the 2.5D, which can get a bit confusing. We got another residual essence. So hold up. There's that part over there. There's this part over here. Okay, so this is just a lever. Let's try to get it. Activate. Okay. Opens a door, and next to the door there's a limbo well. This part is really awkward, by the way, in 2.5D because there is more emphasis on the depth. And it doesn't translate well, especially with this art style, because everything is, I don't want to say monochrome, but it's kind of close to monochrome. See, I would love to see if there's something behind this area, but I can't rotate the camera. Okay, so this is the door that we opened, I believe. Perfect parry. Press LB just before impact to parry an attack or deflect a projectile. Counter attack by pressing RB. Okay, so it's just a normal parry mechanism. That one looks like an NPC, and that one looks like an enemy, obviously. I'm gonna see if I can... Yeah, this is definitely an NPC. The Wanderer greets you slowly. You are enthralled by the dark sparks produced by her fingers. Aurelia? Ether Bolt. I read through every single occult publication found in the city's underground markets. I go back to my previous readings, find new ones, and challenge the forbidden. My mind is on the brink, but my soul remains steadfast. The ink courses under my skin, as my walls become adorned with sigils and maddening arabesques of inconceivable miracles. I devour knowledge itself. Concrete and astral become one. I dance in between worlds. Aurelia's Notebook, 1943 GC. Data from the past future. Okay, so this is... I'm assuming this is magic. Okay. How do you equip magic? Weapon... No. This is confusing. It says LTRT up there, and I'm pressing them and nothing happens. Okay. That is very odd. Am I supposed to talk to her again? I can't even... I can pass through her. This is gonna bug me. Oh, maybe I need to activate it here? Memento. Nope, doesn't seem like it. There's the map. Unknown area. Lovely. There's weapons. There's inventory, which it doesn't show up in. We did get this. I don't remember when we got it. This evanescent mask is half faded. Can be exchanged. Exchanged what? Oh. Okay. So you actually press LB or RB, not LT or RT. Developers, if you're watching this, change the UI. Alright, perfect parry. Man, the timing is really awkward. As I mentioned, the combat feels very floaty. I'm assuming we need to kill those enemies with the magic, because they're ranged. Wait, how do you use magic? Nope, that's healing. That's dodging. Alright, LT to use magic. It actually doesn't use a lot of the MP, I'm assuming. Ether Fragment. A raw piece of translucent crystal that radiates small quantities of ethereal energy. No factual data, origin unknown. So I'm assuming this one replenishes our MP. Another life fragment, which I believe I ended up using 2 of by accident. Probably should have looked at the settings before. Oh boy. Oh, okay. There's an item over here. We'll just grab it. And that seems like a mini boss. Or a big dude. See if we can cheese him a bit. Yeah, he is very cheesable. You can just use magic infinitely. Let's see what his attack pattern is like. You dodge with circle, by the way. And he drops another potion. He gives a stabilized essence. I'm assuming these are crafting materials. Stable data, compiling done. Memory analysis on hold. Essence of a common soul. There's definitely a lot of programming lingo. Which leads me to assume that there's some digital side to the game. Not as ethereal as it looks. Oh, this guy is parrying. He's definitely parrying. Okay. The hitboxes are very awkward, by the way. Am I hitting? Oh, I'm hitting the ground. I'm hitting the ground, that's why. But yeah, when you use a life fragment, you regen HP, you don't just heal back up, so it regenerates over time. Not sure where these platforms lead to. It seems like we've been there already. Let's check them. Maybe if you step on them, they reveal something? Nope. That's where the sniper guy was. Oh well. Sprinting doesn't cost a lot of stamina. So that's good. Ancient Catalyst. From Kamo's brilliant work emerges a revolutionary device capable of capturing the manifestations of memory that are let out in death. This will completely transform the making of our memorum. It seems combining it with a greater system could soon allow us to rebuild even the very consciousness of our dead, a brilliant condensation of ancient technology, restoring its users' vitality. What? Equip the catalyst. It is used like any consumable and recharges every time you die. Oh, so this is a flask. Okay. So this is a flask. And those were just actual consumables. While falling, using the jump or dash button cancels the fall damage. Oh, that's sweet. So if we jump here and we jump right before we fall, we take no damage. Delicate Essence, I'm assuming these either give souls or our crafting materials? There seems to be something over there. Yep, there's definitely an item. Oh, can't get to it. I have no idea how to get to it. Can you crouch? Oh, I'm an idiot. Superior essence, so you just roll through it, and that's they even taught me that in the tutorial. Oh well. Ooh, you get to slide. I love the scenery. Cool, so this is another bonfire. I wonder how we level up. Because as far as I know, this just resets enemies and heals you. So there's probably the equivalent of a firekeeper in this game. Killing foes grants you some essence. Really? I never would have figured that out. Ebonite. The Promethean had figured out the universe. Okay. She knew everything, even beyond the farthest vistas of Hypnos. What are these? Who are these characters and places? Lost in the contemplation of her own knowledge, she slowly lost awareness of the logicians that worked around her, refined form of the fragments of which are scattered throughout Hypnos. Inside Eben came together every piece of ancient knowledge, and maybe even more. That really doesn't tell me what it is. Residual essence. I don't even know if these guys do damage. Just really weak. Seems that parry isn't super necessary. You can just dodge through them. Or not. Whoa. Another Ebonite. I'm assuming these are crafting materials to upgrade the weapon and spells. I love the visuals. Looks really, really cool. What is this? It is nothing! There's something over there. Another residual essence. I'm pretty sure these give souls or essence or whatever it's called. There's nothing here. Perfect parry. Oh. Enemies just like teleport. Still need to get used to the timing. Yeah, I know. Perfect parry. I know. I get it. Oh, okay. So that's a backstab attack. We'll kill this guy. feel like they dash a bit too much when they're going for that charge attack. Or dash attacker. So it's kind of difficult to judge when you're about to get hit. Because you're factoring in the movement, but they dash way too fast. Okay, what the hell is this thing? Can't interact with this thing, even though it looks like I can. Unlock even fragment required. Do I not have one? I thought I had one. Oh, that's an ebonite. Do I combine them to get an ebon fragment? I wonder what they get. Maybe it unlocks the map for the area? Because when we checked the map earlier, it said area unknown. That's just tricky, man. I almost completely missed that. I didn't see it. Is there anything here? Nope. Heart of Limbo. Assuming this is the hub. In the beginning, there was the king. I love the illustrations. From a glance, he made the world. From a whisper, he created us. Well, who are we? Oh, Astir was our name. Okay, so now it explains what Astir is. The king long traveled this new space, witnessing his children scared amidst the darkness of the first days. He ripped out his eyes and threw them into the void, beyond the circle of the world, so that they could illuminate our lives. I don't... From a simple gesture, he started the slow rotation of the stars, and could then focus on other tasks. So is he like the creator? There was the Narayana, the thousand-door palace, where his throne stands. There were Durga, Narue, Citra, and Radamanth, the four cardinal lords who hold the foundations of the world. I'm assuming we're gonna kill them. There was Hypno's royal guard, the illustrious Mantra, Murti, and Yantra. Surrounded by the countless wonders he created, our civilization was to live for millennia and conquer the distant stars. Then came the twilight. Is that like the Judgment Day? Or the Apocalypse? The kingdom was gradually buried in darkness as a grey and melancholic atmosphere took hold of it. The king was no more. Did he die? Incomprehension gave way to panic and fear, as no trace of the king could be found. His departure brought on the end, dark gods, forgotten demons, or the living embodiment of our pride. They descended upon Hypnos during a never-ending eclipse. The mountains crumbled. The lakes, rivers, and seas dried out, or disappeared. I can't read. Buried something. The Astir tried rising up to protect their land and lives, but it was in vain. Alright, so fairly generic story. The king created everything, and then something happened to him, and we fought the Twilight, and then we failed. This is a giant thing, and it's got a keyblade. Moen Aresh Arastir Coronzon. Okay. Mark of Coronzon. The Promethean looked up at his disciple, who had eagerly observed all of his master's teachings. In his shaky hand shone the first key that would open all the doors. Yes, the Keyblade. A mark with complex lines reminiscent of the curves of time. Some unknown analog technology allows free return to the heart of Limbo. Okay, so, Hearthstone, basically. I wonder if it's, I wonder if it's just, like a one-time use only or not.
There are 12 demerges. The ashen carcasses frozen in time and silence bear witness to their terrifying power and cruelty. There were hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. They came from the void, or from a distant universe. Their battle cracked the earth and shattered reality. Unsatisfied with having massacred us, however, they consumed each other in a sea of blood and darkness. Those who remain share the ruins, shape nature and their likeness, and play with our corpses like fallen puppets here to counter their eternal boredom. Their hypnosis destroy and sovereign gods who, without the king, will reign supreme over his corrupted and silent reflection. Now and forever.
I don't think that tells us much. And here we find ourselves the last of the Whisperers, side by side with another anonymous wanderer lost in the fragmented universe. I would be incapable of guessing how much time has passed since the Great Slaughters, nor if time itself still persists. Since you asked, yes indeed, there exists one being who could help you find your name and memory, speech to maybe the king, Hypnos R. Astir, the creator. Okay, so his name is Hypnos. I thought Hypnos was like the area. That doesn't really help, does it? No, it really doesn't.
But you are very lucky, as I have deemed you worthy of receiving my help.
Weren't you on my shoulder like 5 seconds ago?
Yes, it's partly because I am bored, but mostly an expression of my altruistic nature. I like to help. Ah, what a beautiful day to go look for a long-lost monarch in a land adrift and governed by centennial bloodthirsty demons. At the very least, we won't have to agonize over where to begin. There's not much choice. Look at those gates around us.
Dude, you love to talk too much. They once led to all four corners of the world, if you happen to believe the world to be square-shaped, which I doubt. Goronzon is their guardian and their key. Silent as well, he stands proud before the last gate. The only one that still opens onto the fractured lands. Myosis. We can go there if you so desire. We should go there, rather. We won't find anything out by staying here. Mark of the Whisperer. If you could have seen my kind in their day, Wanderer, we were the voices and messengers of the Lords. We walked the roads, carrying the secrets of the world. Blessed be the day of whispers. A mark filled with unending murmurs and whispers allows free return to the closest limbo well. This is like a bone fragment. Do you still have more to say? Okay, so here we power up. What? Oh. Wait, you use the Eben fragment to level up? Well, I don't have any. Yeah. You know, I would love to walk away. I don't need to reread this whole thing. This guy loves to talk, man. We can just leave. I don't think we ever activated this limbo well. Hmm. This is where we came from, isn't it? Yep. So we can go this way. Is that an even fragment? I think it is. This door is locked. How do you level up? Oh. Travel or leave. Travel or leave. Okay. You know, with that UI you would think... Okay, that's kind of cool. With that UI you would think you select the option and not just... It wouldn't let me select any option or highlight anything. So this is where we go next? Is that Myosis or whatever it's called? Couple of items up here, let's just grab them. Catalyst charge. A shinning. A shining orb made by Promethean Camos that contains a reserve of unknown energy. A specialist could use it to increase the charges the catalyst can hold. Okay, so we can just upgrade our flask basically. This is a French studio, so I'm assuming there's gonna be quite a few spelling errors and whatnot. So far it's been good. That was the first error, I believe. Okay, so this is where we level up. So before we do that, I am going to use all of these. And you can't multi-use for some reason. I'm not gonna use this because I don't know what the crucible is. I don't even know if it lets me use it. I'm just gonna use all of these, get as many souls as we can, or essence. I believe that's it. Alright, let's activate it. So, vitality increases health. Stamina increases stamina, and physical armor, I'm assuming by a factor of like 0.5 or something. Strength increases physical damage. Mysticism increases ether damage, so that's magic. And knowledge increases ether. Okay. Probably gonna focus a bit more on strength. Okay, so we can have 6 points. I'll put 3 in strength, 2 in vitality, and 1 in stamina. I don't see myself using magic. Never been a big fan of it. There's also this way as well as the other way with the ebenite or even fragment at the end. We'll check them out before we take the door to Myosis. This area seems empty. Maybe we'll get an NPC to come back here later on. Interesting that when you level up, you actually don't heal the amount that you gained from the increased health. Is this the same one? Yep, it's Relia. Oh, this wanderer. She arrived not long before you. She seems to know a lot, but she doesn't talk either. I enjoy her presence. The Wanderer's gaze pierces through your mask. She gives off a mysterious and powerful aura. The Wanderer nods at you. Okay, so we exhausted the dialogue. So this is Kuta.
Hello, little one. Are you lost?
No. Fire as a volcanic heart. It changes, assembles, and dismantles whatever you put in there. It's beautiful. I have worked on all the materials I had found, but there is not much else of use here. The world seems darker. Have you seen any colors recently? Yes. I can see green. I still have some friends up there, you know, but I am very attached to Limbo, let's say. I do not remember how it happened exactly. Maybe I've always been this way. I used to make weapons, and then everything was destroyed. Killed. I don't know if my people are still alive. Will you please tell them where I am if you see them? Sure. Exchange, I will work with any materials you might bring me. I'll rekindle the crucible. Go. Okay, so the crucible is the forge, basically, and I'm assuming this is where we Wait, what? The crucible is not working, but it looks like an item could be put inside. Let's see if we can use the barrel. Nope. Okay. Okay, so this is where we upgrade the catalyst. We can trade as well. We can buy potions and hardenite. You can't use the D-pad to select some menu items. Like, for example, in here I can, but when I click trade, I can't go through this with the D-pad. I have to use the left analog. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So how on earth do you... How do you use this? You can't use these. You can't use this one. This is a health. It says use. Or use, but... Maybe we can't use it now? We'll see if we can come back to it later. Meanwhile, let's go check that other area. This one is locked as well. This one is locked. We did check this area. Not from this side, so I'll just double check. Yep. We didn't miss anything. I have no idea what this is. Just a little nook. Okay, so this is a bit of a platforming section. Nothing too difficult, it seems. There's nothing here. Ah, if you're sprinting and you jump when you land back down, you're not sprinting anymore. Remove the heart. What? Iteration data corrupted, network structural collapse, Lord's restoration, containment of the apocalypse, apocryphal saves loading. What? What? Was that like the end of the prologue? Credits. What? I am so confused. I'm guessing that was like a game over. We did something we're not supposed to do. Continue. Interesting that you can just get the bad ending right away. Delete the entire world. Hope we didn't lose anything. Nope, these are all the items. They did get rearranged for some reason though. Okay, so that's where the forge is. There's nothing here. Logged, logged, bed, ending. This is where we came from. Just heal back up even though we're at full HP and head out to Myosis. Zero, 4, 5, 10, 3 infinity. I gotta say though, props to the artists. The art looks fantastic, even when you're talking to NPCs and whatnot, and during the flashbacks as well. The art is just fantastic. Okay, there. I have no idea what this is. Seems locked. Probably a power up that we get. I'm not sure if this is a Metroidvania in the sense that you unlock powers and then you come back to an area that you had previously been at and discover new stuff or not. Is there anything at the top of this? Woo! I really hope there's something. Nope. Okay. Gives a decent overview of the area though. It seems like they may have forgotten to add something there, or is that how it looks like? Oh well, that's the limbo well over there. That's whatever that thing was, and I'm assuming that's where we need to go. Through the forest area. There's no fall damage if we time the thing right, so we'll just go ahead and jump down. Activate the well, and yeah. Can I just play? Ooh, what is that? An even fragment. So I remember we could level up with this. We could also use it on that weird structure that I thought would unlock the map for the area. Firefly, small sentient device made in 4 laboratories. It connects with the rare living beings that remain and lights their path, even in the darkest obscurity. That really doesn't tell me anything. Is it like a torch? Imble marches. So we can go this way, or we can go that way. This way seems like a dead end, so I want to check it out first. Backstab! It is not a dead end. It is not a dead end. Nope. Oh well, let's check it out. But we need to keep in mind that area. This looks like a boss arena. This definitely looks like a boss arena. There is no boss. And the door is blocked. Yep, so obviously you can't just break doors. Maybe you need to do something and then the boss would spawn here. And then once you fight it, the door would unlock. What the hell is this thing? Oh well. Yeah, this was a dead end. Good thing that we checked it out so that it's not in the back of our heads. I love how Yak is just hanging on to dear life on her shoulder. Oh.
No one knows where the demurges came from, and the dusty thoughts that are the memorum would not enlighten us in that regard.
As much as I would love to do the voice acting, it's taking a bit too long, so I'll just read through it. Not everything is meant to be explained, and looking endlessly into such an irrational and cruel event will not create any meaning for it. Here is all you need to uncover: where to find them and how to destroy them. We will extract knowledge from their cursed corpses and find the door to the king. Or we could at least try, huh? Got a feeling I'm gonna fight Yak at the end of the game. He looks like he's got his own agenda. Because it all seemed way too convenient. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just come and help you. Okay, man, the dashes really throw me off. Crystal, and that guy is a magic user. Stabilized essence. Is that an NPC? Looks like it's an NPC. Delicate essence. It seems like enemies overall just flinch a bit too much, so you can just keep mashing once you get to them. Volnir. That's a cool character design. Well, well, another mask. Do not fear, stranger, for I am not your enemy. My name is Volnir. Not very talkative, eh? No matter. It always feels good to meet the living. You came from Limbo, I can feel it. Everything about that place is abnormal. It should not exist. But it isn't the only strange thing here. Sure. I have awoken recently. That must be disconcerting and dangerous. Bring me enough essence and I'll teach you how to defend yourself. Good luck with your quest. Well, how much essence do you need? that, did I? No. Probably gonna wrap around and get to it. Ooh. Alright. So far the game doesn't feel too difficult. It's definitely on the easier side of the Souls-like genre out there. Speaking of Souls-likes, Neo 2 and Neo 1 Remastered just came out. If you're interested in any Souls-like games, make sure to check them out. Neo 2 is one of my favorites of all time. Okay, so this is where that thing was. Do we just jump down here? We can't jump down here. This is gonna bother me. That is an enemy. Let's aggro it. Is that guy holding a shield? I think he's holding a shield. Is this like a portal? Oh yeah, okay. Makes sense now. So this is a portal. You unlock these doors from the other side by just attacking them. This doesn't look safe. I'm not gonna jump. I wonder if just moving slowly would generate less noise, I guess. Woo! Oh, okay. I wonder if movement will become more necessary, I guess. Today I am given the opportunity to meet one of the 5, Coronzon, in the flesh. My work seems to have caught his attention, but what does he expect from a mere architect? Arhu, the industrial architect. So these are just lore bits. Okay. This is probably gonna teleport me to that purple thing that I wanted to catch earlier. Huh, so this one doesn't work just yet. Oh, I almost missed this one actually. It's just a potion. So I need to find a way to get down there, I think. And the only way I see is this thing. Yep. Whoa, okay. First things first, we kill the range dude. Wait, is there another range dude? Nope. We'll just cheese them, cause why not? Yeah, I was wondering if later enemies and later bosses would emphasize movement a bit more, cause you know, you can double jump, you can dash, and that's not in other Souls-like games as far as I know. At least not 3D ones. So it would be cool to have some of the mechanics revolve around movement. Okay, this guy's tanky, and he hits kind of hard. Hard to night. One thing I did notice is that enemies don't home in when they're attacking. So if you've played, Dark Souls and whatnot, you've noticed that if you dodge a bit too early, then the enemy's attacks will just kind of home in on you and track you. Why are my attacks just going through past them? This game doesn't do that, and I think that's why the dashes are almost instant. So wherever the enemy is, you kind of need to time the dashes and the blocks around the attack animation and just completely ignore the distance between you and them. Okay, we can go down here. But I'm not done exploring that room, because I thought this room is where to go next. Ooh, enemies respawned, okay. I think I got hit back there, because my HP is lower, but it didn't seem like I got hit. There was very little feedback as far as my character's animation goes. I have no idea what that thing is, by the way. Okay, so this is where that thing was. And we're back to 2.5D, because why not? Unlock. Oh, it's just lore. I had traveled through forgotten paths for days, weeks, and months to reach the Thousand-Door Palace, a place where only silence reigned now, where the wind had stopped and the tides retreated with the Great Rift. And here stood before me this towering pyramid of onyx and obsidian, the divine home where once echoed every whisper of the world, so vast that the greatest city of any kingdom would only be an anteroom in comparison. Peculiar green lights shone from inside the building, pulsating through the circular openings of the floating columns, the lost reverberations. God, I can't read. The lost reverberations of an empty throne. And here I was, bathed in my mist of past and future memories, standing in this mythical place that remained still. The only location anyone in Hypnos could have found with no map or compass back when the king still reigned. So the place is called Hypnos, and the king is also called Hypnos? Guessing the place is named after the king. And I remember the silence in my soul, the bitter raindrops in the wind. Sile, student of the Medark Volnir, entry 1301. Interesting, because the NPC we met earlier is called Volnir. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of those health potions, that the consumables, because they don't heal as much, and I'm guessing that as our HP goes up, they're gonna become less and less relevant, so they're more of an early game item. Kind of similar to Ashen if you've played it before. In Ashen, there is an item that is it's consumable and it restores just a little bit of HP, and towards the end of the game it's mainly used for crafting, not so much for HP or for healing. I saw you. I saw you. Clipping through the wall. Okay, so that did hit. I don't know how to avoid those circular attacks just yet. I don't know if I'm mistiming them or if I just need to... Whoa! So far it really feels like Ashen more than Dark Souls, because... Did the projectile just disappear? In Ashen... Woo! There's an enemy around every corner. Alright, so we got a cannoneer over there. Let's get a bit of HP. Can we even get to him? What? How did he even get over there? Okay. Stairs down here, there's an item. More essence. We can probably afford that weapon that Volnir had. These shields barely do anything. Oh! Speaking of which, if you think your weapon is your main tool, you are mistaken. Leave your spear behind, but never forget your ages. AU decomposed. Individual force field generator. This model regenerates using its bearer's bioelectrical energy, but doesn't compare to a normal shield in the long run. Interesting, so this is just a barrier? Because it's a spell, it's not really an item. And are they drops, or... It's so confusing. You don't have the key. I'm just gonna use it just to know what it does. No, it's actually a shield. Okay, if I attack, it just disappears. It's kind of difficult to read what the enemies are doing. Was I here before? Think I was. Yeah, okay, I was. There's an item, another Hardenite. So we can open this door. In here. I don't know if it's... Oh, it's just lore, okay. Might as well get it out of the way. There's an item here. Sneaky, sneaky. It's just a life fragment. That looks like an enemy.
What are you doing alone in the agora? I could use your hands, gracefully moving about, brushing against the holographic sphere, extracting symbols I could not yet decipher. I was denied access to the network, for I was yet to reach my 10th year of being. You would have had to bring me back to my guardians if I had reached out, and so I stayed hidden behind a pillar until the evening came.
I admired your fingers dancing on the glass as you scoured the iota bits of knowledge on the Eben network. Voracious, captivating, immaculate, covered in the gold of dusk. So it seems like these things are just like computer programs that someone created and kind of ignored. Another Wanderer's Mask and a memorial shard. That we did have that one, right? Oh, where was it? Crystal, Ebonite. Yeah, okay. So this is the second. So it seems like these two items come in pairs. Because the first time we picked the Wanderer's Mask, we also got one of those memorial shards, and now we did two, and they're always around a dead wanderer. Woo! Oh god, okay. Okay, my bad. I was not expecting him to be here. Whoa, okay. Oh my. Come here, buddy. The hell's that? Oh, that's the key. Okay. Okay, so now we can open that door. Was it down here? I think it was, yeah. Okay, I probably shouldn't have jumped then. It's a bit farther than I thought it was. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Okay. What? Am I supposed to go up or down? I don't know. Not the best thing to have when it comes to platforming. The 2.5D just isn't the best. Oh, okay, then maybe going down would be a more interesting choice. Stabilized essence. There's is where we were. Um, guess we can just keep going down. What? Okay, that looks like is that just a ranger? Either way, we'll stop for now, and we'll pick this up from here next time. Hopefully, there will be a boss. If not, well, we also need to check that little path upstairs. Maybe there's a boss that way. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next episode.